And now, a look into some of the voicemails left at 26-RIDE-THIS. That's 267-433-8447. Call or text the Ride This One podcast and share your 2 cents today.
Reach a comment line for Ride This One podcast. If you don't like it, you can fuck off.
Jeez, my ears might just be bleeding from what I just listened to. I thought those boys over at Coaster Radio were filthy, but oh well, baby Jesus in heaven, them two compared to you are angels.
Hiya, my name is Greg. I'm from Southern California. Listen, I was just calling to tell you guys that your show is absolutely disgusting. I honestly haven't felt this dirty since the last time I actually spent money on a churro at Disneyland, So, if y'all could do me a favor and, fuck off, preferably forever, that'd be great. Thank you.
Slater, it's Garrett. I'm out of Axe body spray again. Can you bring some more down to the basement? Alright, thanks.
Hey Slater, it's Goliath. Can you go shut Garrett up? He keeps blabbing about Axe body spray or whatever. I don't get it. This is supposed to be a theme park podcast. What the fuck is he going on about?
Hey, this is the UPS guy. I'm out front and I got your package here. It keeps vibrating, so if you could just come down and get this, the neighbors are starting to look.
Hi there, my name is Robert from North Carolina, and I just have to say that this show is the most disgusting, reprehensible, vile, morally empty trash I have ever laid my ears upon, and you should all be terribly ashamed of yourselves for making it. I don't even know how you people live with yourself and go to bed at night. God!
You guys suck. Dick jokes and roller coasters. What a fucking gimmick.
Hi, Garbear and Goliath. The only 2 hosts of Ride This One that I like and respect. This is Adam, and as you fine gentlemen both know, I was supposed to be your guest for this episode. I'm sorry guys, I'm a bit verklempt right now, but I'll try to keep it together. Slater asked me about 2 months ago to be on the show, and I've been staring at the date on my calendar every day. I was even sacrificing a couple of hours on Mother's Day for, the wife who gave life to my children, for your podcast. And then I get ready for this? A text message from Slater saying that we have to reschedule for his vacation. Even Slater's sloppy thirds and fourths probably get a phone call.
Well, of course you 2 fuckboys wouldn't answer the phone when I call. No surprise there. As you know, I'm going on vacation, and for some fucking reason, I'm trusting you 2 to make an episode all by yourself. So I have some simple instructions for the 2 of you. Start here with Garbear. You need to make sure you keep Goliath in check. If I listen to this episode and it's all about vaginas and tits and other gross straight people things, I'll twist off your nutsack and I'll feed it to you. This will be the first time there'll be more straight people on the show than gay people. So it's your job to make sure you gay it the fuck up. And to you, Goliath, make sure that Garrett doesn't hump Uncle Kevin's leg again. I'm tired of paying his cleaning bills. And do try to remember, this is a theme park podcast, not a podcast about Dolly Parton's bouncy platinum-plated tits. I guess I shouldn't really be too worried. I mean, people do know I'm not going to be on this episode, so it's not like anyone's going to listen. Anyways, me and Prince Mike Collins are off to Thailand for a week of fun, drugs, and underage donkey shows. No, you perverts. The donkeys are underage, not the boys. Anyways, toodles, and don't fuck it up.
Ride This One podcast. If you want family friendly, go listen to Coaster fucking Radio.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Hey, welcome to Ride This One, episode 11. Yes, you fuckers have made it through. Congratulations.
Holy crap, you're still here. It's amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in It is. It really is amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you for enduring.
We're missing one of our co-hosts today. If you've noticed, there isn't that sassy bitch Slater here today because he's on vacation. But we have someone to replace him. Isn't that right, Goliath?
Absolutely, we do. And you guys have heard him before. He's helped us out with a couple of ideas. We got Uncle Kevin.
Hey, bitches.
So, hey, man.
What's up, Uncle Kevin?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to finally speak to you in person. I listened to your episode. What was that? Episode 2 of Ride This One?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't listen to the show.
Who the fuck does?
Right.
So is it true, Goliath, that we have more than 3 listeners on this show? I know you're in charge of like the download numbers.
We definitely have a higher number than 3.
I can't believe it.
But I don't know if I can share that number with everyone because highly top secret.
Oh, so secretive.
I don't want anybody our competition to find out how many listens we have, because how are we going to dominate with them knowing where we're at?
Right. Absolutely. So Kevin, welcome back to the debauchery. This is it's going to run off the rails real soon, but glad you could be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here for sure. So I would like to note that the pendulum has swung. That RTO is generally, by the numbers of host, a gay-dominated podcast.
Right.
So this episode, we have a 2-to-1 hetero.
I feel outnumbered.
I feel triggered.
Do you think Slater will be able to handle it?
I don't know. He's not here. He's on vacation. That's his loss.
He specifically told me to keep it gay. That was the only advice he gave me.
Well, we're going to keep you to that. This is the gayest theme park podcast that ever existed.
The gayest, tallest, fastest, floorless butt plug.
Wow. You should work for Cedar Fair. Or Dollywood.
Or, there's a topic coming up later in the show that for a park that he might have been perfect for, and that would have been Erotica Land.
That's true.
We'll get into that later.
We're going to get into it hard.
But before we jump into that, I believe Goliath here went on a trip to Dollywood. Isn't that right?
I did. Yes. I've had quite a bit of adventures the last couple weeks. One of them included going up to Dollywood to ride their brand new drop tower. Dollywood did the first permanent Fun Time Tower in the U.S.
So is Fun Time a brand of drop tower? Is that what I'm assuming?
Yes, it's a brand of drop tower that they make drop towers that go to your local carnival or fair.
Goody.
Yes, I know. Exciting. That's what everyone wants to ride is a drop tower that comes around to the county fair. But the cool thing is, because they're good at fair rides, they do have a good LED package or lighting package for those nights that Dollywood's open.
For sure. Got to light it up somehow. So you actually wrote it. What's your opinion on it?
I did. It was very good. I enjoyed it. It's not fat friendly. I almost walk of shamed it because the ride opposite Dollywood cannot push on the restraints. That's just company policy, or I don't know, it's bullshit, but I almost didn't fit. But I figured out a way to do it. It's one of those that you can see the blinky light. If the blinky light is green, then you know you're good to go. They're like, nope, you don't have a green light. You can't go. So I'm like, okay, hold on a second. I actually was able to pull my shoulder out and push down on my own restraint. So I pulled my shoulder out of the over the shoulder restraint and pushed down and got a green light.
There you go.
And then of course I put my shoulder back in. So, it can be done. You just got to be creative because they won't help you get on it.
See, it's always good to have a friend with you too, because if they just come by and give you a little shove before they sit down in their seat.
Exactly.
It can be a win-win for everyone,
Exactly. Unfortunately, my wife's not really into drop towers, so she wasn't able to join me, but she sat out and watched.
She likes to watch you ride the big tower, huh?
She does. She likes to watch me ride the tower.
Giant vibrating
The
tower.
fun tower.
Oh, the fun tower.
Oh.
It's a rotating fun tower on top of that. It's actually really cool.
She's missing out.
She is. She really is. She's like, yeah, there's no way you're ever going to get me on that. But that's okay. She's ridden other rides with me, so I'm not pushing her. But it's really cool. As you go up, it rotates, kind of like acrophobia at Six Flags Over Georgia.
Okay.
So as you're going, you get a 360-degree view of the Smoky Mountains, which is super awesome. Great view. Probably one of the most picturesque drop towers I've ever been on. Now, what's really cool is once you get up to the top, they give you another 360-degree view of the Smokies. So you can see the lightning rod that's not running. You can see Thunderhead. You can see the kiddie coaster that's not running yet, because that apparently takes a long time to build a kiddie coaster. But anyway, you get to see a full view of the park, and then it lifts you up another 5 feet and then drops you. And I actually have to say, I liked the drop on this tower better than Falcon's Fury.
Wow. That's saying something, too.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Do you feel like the drop is faster or more sudden, or what?
It's faster. I like it because it's a very forceful tower. Falcon's Fury, Zoom and Borrowed Drop of Doom, both are almost forceless. It's one of those things. You're like, okay, I'm falling,
but who cares?
Acrophobia just pulls you down.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel the same way about Supreme Scream here at Knott's.
Mm-hmm.
It gets me more than what is it called? The Drop of Doom, Lex Luthor's Drop of Doom over at Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is like 400 feet, state of the art.
Right.
It's got magnetic brakes. It's totally free fall. I don't know.
Exactly.
Knott's does it better for some reason.
One of the things that I found out about Falcon's Fury and Lex Luthor is the same style. They're actually controlled descent towers. They're not a free fall tower.
Ah.
So you only hit 60 miles per hour when you go down on Falcon's Fury.
Oh.
So it's not a full true free fall as it was on the old school Intamin drop towers.
Right.
Or the good stuff.
Yeah, it's not gravity. It's a controlled speed, right?
Exactly.
They're lying to us. It ain't a drop at all. So, Kevin, I hear that you have been out to Dollywood, but unfortunately, you haven't gotten to try out their newest coaster yet. Is that right?
No, it's never open.
Don't worry, it wasn't open yesterday either.
As long as Blazing Fury isn't closed, then I'm happy.
You like that one better anyways, right?
Yeah. One of the 3 times I went to Dollywood and Lightning Rod was not running, one of those times Blazing Fury was closed, and I was more mad about Blazing Fury. I was angrier about Blazing Fury being closed than I was Lightning Rod not running for the 3rd time in a row.
He loves to ride something flaming. That's all.
Yeah.
Since Slater's not here, I'm gonna fill in for him, and I'll be I'll be. Yeah, excuse me, sweetheart.
But you need more of a lisp.
I got something flaming for you to ride right here. It's almost as if he's here. He's not here though, because he is out in Texas right now. He's on a pretty excellent vacation. He's going to get to ride, what is it, Boardwalk Bullet. I'm jealous as hell of him.
Isn't that like one of the longest wooden coasters in Texas?
Is it? I'm not sure. It's like I've got the RCDB.
The longest or fastest or some bullshit because everything else is an RMC.
Well, this one's actually a Philadelphia Toboggan Coaster company car, and then it's built by the Gravity Group, and it's on the fastest on a pier or something, because this is actually on a pier or a boardwalk or something. I can't tell from these pictures, but it looks pretty compact.
Let's hope a hurricane doesn't come and hit it, and then it won't. Then you'll get it replaced with a ride that doesn't open.
Do they get hit there in Texas. I mean, I guess they did not too long ago, right?
Something like that. I don't know. It was a terrible terrible joke.
I'm sure mine are just as terrible. I mean, that's what this podcast is. That's what makes this podcast so great, right?
Podcasting great again.
We have made podcasting great again. And speaking about making podcasting great again, RMC's making coasters great again. They have created a new proof of concept at their headquarters in Idaho.
And this is pretty amazing because we've seen this I-beam track before, but never in a proof of concept like this. Like they've actually got supports and the track set up like they're going to run a car through it soon.
Yeah, we've seen it on a computer. We've seen a virtual version of it. You know, we sat there in Roller Coaster Tycoon creating this amazing RMC Raptor prototype. But this is the first time that we've actually seen a real RMC Raptor track.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, go ahead.
They selling this track as far as the benefits. What's so great about it?
I don't know.
Matter. Is it less maintenance? Is it smoother? Is it quieter? Or, I mean,
it's new. But that's it.
Other than it being new, just wonder what is it about? We'd have to ask, Dan the T-shirt man, or get an expert on here to tell us what is the actual difference. I mean, from their website, I can't really tell. From everything I've read, I mean, what do you guys think?
I've heard that it can go upside down still, and it can still do what RMC is known to do, but as of like revolutionary new coaster elements, or I don't know. Maybe we could see something that has never been done before on a roller coaster with this style of I-beam track, because it's just that singular track. It's really compact, so maybe they can twist it more.
It actually looking at it, it reminds me a lot of SNS Free Spin, very similar to that.
Really?
So maybe you could add a free spinning car to a regular roller coaster on the Raptor.
Oh wow!
Maybe there's quite a few photos of the same little setup that they have over at their plant, and it's not much yet. This was only taken 4 days ago, and we're recording on the 7th of May right now, just in case you guys are trying to keep a timeline here. So 4 days before this was posted by RMC themselves on their Facebook page, and they plan on having an entire 500-foot portion of this track that they can test a car on, according to their Facebook. But so far, it's just a chunk, and it's a really boring looking layout from what they've got. They've got one level of supports, maybe 20 feet high, and a S-curve track up there. That's it. No loops, no maybe a drop at the end there. That could be a chain lift sort of scenario. I can't tell from this potato picture that they took.
Looks like the pictures of Mean Streak. I bet you that person running the Mean Streak Twitter account works for RMC, because it's the same potato picture as we get from the RMC rides.
It's true. Why doesn't RMC have like some iPhones that they could take some photos with? It looks like they're taking these photos on a 98 Nokia brick phone.
Because it's hard. It's really hard to work that new technology stuff. You could throw one of those old Nokias off of a wooden coaster and it wouldn't die.
You could build a wooden roller coaster out of Nokia phones, and they'd all still work just fine.
Absolutely, you could. It would be powered for eternity. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, right?
RMC, hit us up. Write this one. We'll get you some good ideas.
It's too bad Nokia's gone down the shitter, because otherwise we could have gotten ourselves a new sponsor or something.
That we could have.
Got to make that podcast money.
Isn't that why we're in the podcast business anyway?
This is debauchery.
Goliath, you are the steel fanboy. Talking about this new track, is there such thing as too smooth on a steel coaster?
Never.
Like, let's suppose that this new track is the most greasy, butter soft, lubed ride in the world. You could still have air time. You could still have floater air. You could even still have ejector air to a certain degree. But it was just super smooth, zero rattle.
Oh.
Is that okay, or does that take something away from the tradition of steel coasters?
Absolutely not. My favorite are the smoothest coasters. I love a good smooth ride, and I would love a butter smooth coaster with all of those events. But that's not going to happen. Here's the thing: we'll have to ride it opening day on media day, because if you put it like Six Flags or Cedar Fair, it'll go to shit in the next couple weeks.
Well, unfortunately, that seems like the two companies that are planning on adding a lot of new concept coasters, and we'll get into that a little bit later on this episode. But as of now, it's
wow, you are really dropping these hints.
I know, right? Foreshadowing. Ooh.
Trying to get people hooked in to listen to the whole episode.
The whole damn thing. You know that there's some people just turning it on, checking those skits that we have at the beginning and end, turning it off. We got to get them hooked, man.
We do. And
keeping the whole episode.
Exactly.
I'm just desperate, that's all.
So, later you'll hear us talk about these amazing new coasters that aren't going to be put at Six Flags or Cedar Fair parks.
But something may end up at a Cedar Fair park soon, or at least that's what the rumors suggest.
Ooh.
Tune in at 9. Or just a little later in this podcast. So
just don't skip, because we got some good content.
Yeah, we got some more stuff to talk about on this episode. I got a question for Kevin here. Okay, Kevin, did you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid?
I did, but I wasn't a kid.
No.
Old, Garrett. I'm almost 40.
Oh, see, I would never have guessed. I just know you as a disembodied voice that also happens to be vegan and has his red wings. That's about all I know.
Yeah, that's it. That's my resume. That's the only thing I put on my resume.
Vegan disembodied voice that also likes vagina.
Yes. And roller coasters.
And roller coasters.
But only if she's vegan as well. Have you ever worked 10 years on a single park?
No, what I discovered with Roller Coaster Tycoon was that it's like, I imagine if you were to just, casually try heroin. Just, see what this is like. Or, smoke a little crack, just, because it's a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, you're bored.
It's so damn fun that it sucks your life away. And you can sit down and start playing that game. And as soon as you get into it, whether you're doing like a free build or working on an existing park with one of the challenges, 7 hours of your life will disappear.
And that's just on one coaster, too.
Yeah. And so at some point, I had to just quit cold turkey. And I've been afraid to go back ever since. And that was a long time ago. That was like right before RC3 came out, I think.
Okay, so you stopped at RC2. Well, RTC3, you could at least ride your coasters. That was a big addition.
Yeah.
But Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 was known as like the best of the series, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So
why are we talking about Roller Coaster Tycoon anyway, Garbear?
Well, actually, there's this poster on Reddit that posted a finished product that he has been working on for 10 years in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
That's really impressive. 10 years to build a single park.
And it's fantastic too. Like, he's got every theme land you could ever imagine. He's got the Western world. He's got the foresty bit where there's like logging company sort of thing. Every kind of coaster. But the beauty of it is that it's all perfectly themed and separated areas and everything too. So it's not your standard hodgepodge pile of crap that everyone builds in Roller Coaster Tycoon. This thing's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. I'm really, really impressed at all this work that this guy's gone into for this.
I realize he put in a lot of work into the construction, the click of every single bush and flower pot and everything. But I would like to talk to this guy and ask him, why is it quote unquote finished now?
Right.
And the reason I say that is because I wonder if you looked at his numbers as far as his profit, how happy his guests are, his employees, I wonder if he's really killing it as a business model, and that's maybe why it's finished. And if that's the case, is there information within this guy's 10-year hobby that parks could use to scam us out of more money?
Right.
Wow. That's possible.
Maybe he's predicting the future from 2005 and on.
I mean, someone needs to give this guy a job at a park. I mean, this dude needs to be a GM at least, you know?
Right. My question is he charging people to go to the bathroom? Because that's always a great way to make money.
See, that's what you would do. You would put one bathroom at the back corner.
Yeah.
And make every, like, drink stands the whole way back to that bathroom and then charge $50 a person per bathroom.
No, I would sell poop where you want passes.
Ooh. Would this be included in the Super Diamond Mega Ultra Edition?
This is actually something that Uncle Kevin's Kitty Rentals has recently, it's a subsidiary company.
Ah.
Really? I imagine, didn't you get this idea from that part, Shanghai Disneyland?
What's happening over at Shanghai Disney? I haven't heard this news. Has Disney unleashed a poop where you want pass?
Yes. Shanghai.
Yes, it's called the whole park. Opening weekend, there was a, like, in media preview day or something, there's pictures of a boy pooping in the middle of the path.
Hey, as long as he was a poop where you want pass holder, I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, we all knew that park was going to go to shit anyways. Moving onward and upward, just like a certain coaster out in Australia is doing, we have a brand new roller coaster going in that everyone's really getting hyped up about. Have you guys seen these pictures?
These things are sexy. This is a Mack Mock Hypercoaster.
A
Mock. Mock. It's pronounced Mock. Mock.
Mock.
Mock.
Mock. Like Hypercoaster.
Mock Hypercoaster.
I don't know what accent that is, but that's what it's called. God damn it.
Right. That's how we're going to pronounce it from now on. A Mock Hypercoaster.
So this Mach is going in at Warner Brothers Movie World in Australia. Even though it has been circulating around the internet for a little bit, it has not officially been announced yet what this is.
So basically what you're saying is they're just working on the train tracks.
Right. Exactly. There's nothing happening with an RMC conversion over at Cedar Point. Absolutely not.
Warner Movie World, have you been working with Tony Clark? Is that why we don't have a name yet?
I know. What is with this nonsense of building these beautiful coasters and then not owning up to it at all? It's like, do you think people don't have cameras or talk on the internet about this stuff? Like, do you think rumors just disappear? Tell us. Give us a name.
Or let us choose a name and then don't choose the best one.
Right.
Give us the ability to build Battle Clash and then it turns into Invader.
Oh, God. So there are no mock hypers in America, is that correct?
Not really, no. We've got a couple little Mack launchers.
Until Slater's park that he jacks off to builds one.
Worlds of Fun?
Yes, Worlds of Fun is going to be building a mock hypercoaster. You heard it here on Ride This One.
We're predicting the future right here, right now.
So have you guys looked at the restraints, like on their website? Their restraints are weird. It's not over the shoulder restraints, but they're sort of like this steel semblance of an over the shoulder restraint.
As long as it's better than the Intimate first gen hard restraints, anything is better than those.
First gen.
First gen. The padded ones are amazing. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the same style of restraint that they have on what is it called? It's not Manta. Is it the one over here at SeaWorld? The little launched Mack coaster that they have here? They have the same style of restraint. And it's surprisingly comfortable, yet surprisingly secure. It feels good. Yeah.
That's good. And how fat friendly is it?
How the hell would Garrett know? No.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Obviously, you wouldn't know, but maybe you've been in line and saw somebody walk away or something.
These coaster seats do look a little restricting, but I don't know. If you bring your Crisco along, I'm sure nothing will be an issue.
Excellent. I always travel with Crisco.
Of course.
It says big boy seats are available. Right there. Big boy seats available.
There you go. Is that really like on their website?
Yes, it is. You can have stadium seating.
Ooh. Stadium seating.
Great for dark ride integration.
It would be awesome to see
onboard lighting options.
I would love to see a Mack Hypercoaster come to America. I mean, we've been wanting this since it opened at Europa Park, right? We've been drooling over that damn coaster.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm ready. Who else is ready for a Mack to show up here?
I am.
See, we're super jealous of you right now, Australia. I want what you have. It's so pretty. It's got these crazy transitions on it too. Have you seen these tight transitions on a coaster like this before? It's very unique.
I don't think I have.
Not on a Mack. It seems like even though it's a hypercoaster, they're going really tight with the layout.
Mr. Dwayne Rockhard Johnson has been playing with his Twitter and has tweeted that he is working on some sort of remake-ish overlay type of situation for Jungle Cruise.
All I know is I wish The Rock would tweeter my twatter.
Yes. Apparently, The Rock tweeted out that he was working with Disney's R&D department about Jungle Cruise type of deal, and there's talk about a Jungle Cruise movie, which makes me cringe, has Brendan Fraser written all over it.
Oh my word. I could see Encino Man being the skipper on the Jungle Cruise.
Encino Man is a fantastic film, but that's for another time. So when I first read this, what I thought was, they've missed an opportunity here. Don't bother Dwayne with the Jungle Cruise. Make a Moana ride. A Moana rafting type of ride.
Oh my word, that would be amazing.
It'd be sort of a combination of a Jungle Cruise, your typical rafting ride, and then it could go inside and have dark ride elements. Maybe you could start out in the cave where Moana discovers her ancestors' boats and then launch through the waterfall, around the island. Like, you're going to get him to redo Jungle Cruise? Come on. Moana Dark Ride 2020.
Just to be safe, I have to clear this up. You don't mean replace Jungle Cruise with this Moana Dark Ride, right? Because that would be heresy.
Your damn California mouth.
I was going to say,
no.
Jesus Christ, if you touch Jungle Cruise with Moana.
We might do that for you guys. Since you guys are the guinea pigs that get all the new IPs, we'll just do that, kind of like we did with Tower of Terror. That makes sense, right?
Let's redo Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's do redo Jungle Cruise, Tower of Terror. Let's just completely
slap an IP on each one of them. Call it done.
While we're doing it, we have to redo the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to put Eddie Murphy in there because we need
that's a great idea.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so.
People like to say that was a terrible movie, but they're just shitting on Eddie Murphy's amazing acting skills. I mean,
So I do have a question for you guys. This is a good nerdy question for you. So when I first read this Rock Jungle Cruise article, I thought, here we go. Here we go. They're gonna go fuck with Jungle Cruise and completely put the death knell into everything that Walt huggers like us love. So my question is, are we as a certain generation, men of a certain age, let's say, are we too emotionally attached to these old IP? Are we not changing with the times and appreciating new IPs, or are we legitimately distraught because everything that was the Disney parks is being replaced by something else that doesn't resemble the purity that we've always loved?
I mean, there has to be both, I feel like. There has to be...
I'm okay with new stuff, like replace Autotopia with something, Give us a Tron ride into Autotopia. That would be great.
But this is one of the original Disneyland attractions, which was their opening day, and it hasn't changed aside from a couple of the skipper jokes. Yeah. It's essentially the same. That's why I feel like this needs to be preserved. There's certain rides that, sure, they could use a new IP. We could smack a new attraction in next door to it, but there are certain rides like this and Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. I don't think you could redo those attractions. A new IP on top of these attractions would just disrupt the classic attraction that it is.
Yeah.
You can't do
that. And
is
that the danger?
I'll be honest. I was annoyed when they updated Pirates and put fucking Johnny Depp in there.
Yeah,
perfect example
for sure.
Because Pirates came before the movies. You don't need to shoehorn the movie into Pirate.
Right.
Like Jungle Cruise already exists. You don't have to make a Dwayne Johnson Jungle Cruise movie and re-justify an old Walt IP.
Right. As long as we don't see Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the Jungle Cruise, I'll be happy. If they redo it or update it, that's fine, but I better not see a damn The Rock animatronic.
With a raised eyebrow.
Now here's the question: Would he be holding up his belt?
No,
and would he be like the ninth wonder of the world? Because obviously the backside of water is the eighth wonder of the world.
Hey, think about this. Because it is a Jungle Cruise, it would be appropriate to the theming if his dick was out for Harambe.
There you go. I would like to see that part, but that's the only part. As far as I can handle The Rock in Jungle Cruise. Speaking of celebrities in Disney attractions, though, over at Disneyland and then over at Walt Disney World, right? They had a Johnny Depp appearance on Pirates of the Caribbean. I know how much you guys love seeing him in this version of the ride.
Other than us, people flipped the fuck out. It was everywhere. Holy shit, Johnny Depp was working on Pirates of the Caribbean.
What was he doing?
He was dressed up as Jack Sparrow, and he just came out at one part of the ride and acted like Jack Sparrow and interacted with the guests. And I'm not sure if everyone caught on to the fact that that was actually Johnny Depp. They're like thinking, man, this is a really good animatronic or an actor.
This is the best animatronic I've ever seen. Holy shit.
But it was actually Johnny Depp.
I would have been pissed. Even if I knew that it was Johnny Depp.
Wait, is that Michael Jackson coming out in Captain EO 3D?
Oh, no. Please no. They put him in the Pepper's Ghost animation of the Haunted Mansion. He's just moonwalking across the dinner table.
Hell yeah.
I'm here from above, motherfuckers.
That's the new overlay for Haunted Mansion, the complete Michael Jackson overlay.
Wow.
As terrible as that is, that would be great.
Do we at least get to see the animals and stuff from Captain EO?
Oh, sure. Be pissed if I saw, even if I knew it was Johnny Depp, I would be pissed if I saw him in my Pirates ride. Because as a Disney fanboy, I would say, dude, you're ruining my classic experience.
But they've already ruined
it. To leave now and come back and ride it to truly enjoy this ride.
But they've already done that, though. I mean, there's Jack Sparrows all throughout the one here at Disneyland. I mean,
that's dirty. That's the dirtiest thing that. And I like those movies. They're a lot of fun, but that's the dirtiest thing that Disney ever did to us.
Yeah, it sucks. Luckily, they didn't do too much. I mean, to the classic attraction, they didn't change that much to add Johnny Depp in there.
I still was annoyed that they changed the guys chasing the girls.
Yeah, see, that sucks.
That was a great scene. That they made it politically correct, and I'm like, bullshit.
That does not need to be politically correct, but everyone's got to be PC these days. Just because if someone gets offended, we're gonna get sued. It's the American way.
Not on Ride This One. Fuck off if you don't like it.
Yeah, fuck all y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
If you can't handle a woman getting chased by a pirate back in what 1600s setting, like, go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
It's history.
You can let your kids dress up like them for Halloween, even though they were basically like their day's equivalent to modern day terrorists.
Absolutely. Durka Durka. Arr, Durka Durka.
I mean, just Google Somalia pirates. Just go and check out the modern day pirates that are out there now and see if you're really comfortable letting your kids dress up like one.
Before you
freaking
get
ruthless. See, that's what we need to see is a Somali Pirates of the Caribbean layover.
Somali layover?
Yeah, update that shit. Bring it up to modern times.
Hashtag RTO Disasters.
That is a perfect RTO disaster.
Somali Pirates of the Caribbean.
Or Pirates of the Somalia. Somalia?
Oh, good job, Garrett.
Oh my god. Holy shit. So, moving on from the debauchery that's in our minds, I think we should move on to an actual terribly thought out, wonderfully erotic theme park that was actually in the plans of being made. What do you guys think?
Was in the plans, and rumor is that it is no longer in the plan.
And that is Jazzland, New Orleans.
Sorry, Katrina, you killed another one.
Oh, New Orleans will never get another theme park. Poor bastards. I'm sorry. No, this is for Erotica Land out in, where was this? Ecuador?
It was Brazil.
Brazil.
It had Erotica Land, complete with a 7D cinema. And we think that 7D actually stands for 7 dicks.
7 dicks and vibrating seats. See, this is a theme park I can get behind.
It's you guys' kind of ride.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some people call that ride college.
Ooh. I want to ride that one, Daddy. Me too, son. Me too.
See, I'm reading this Erotica Land article, and you can't find this article on anything but a sketchy website that's like, accept our cookies and sign up for our newsletter.
The Daily Star.
Yeah, so it's auto playing all sorts of shit.
It's the Daily Star.
The dailystar.co.uk. God, how the hell did we end up here as a source?
Yes. The Star is like, I believe that Star is like their, what's the word?
Enquirer. National Enquirer. So this theme park was a full theme park. They had a roller coaster plan. They had a balloon ride, the 7D vibrating cinema, sex shop, restaurant, sex playground. And you weren't actually allowed to have sex in the theme park, but you could buy your sex toy.
But don't worry, they do have a hotel that you can rent by the hour.
You go there and you get warmed up. See, what happens is they drug you at the beginning of the park and they tell you it's a theme park, but really they just shove you in a dark warehouse. It's all just hallucination.
But they give you VR glasses and you'll be okay.
VR Erotica Land. I would love to experience that, I must say. I would pay extra to experience VR.
So what is the news? That it completely fell through, that it was just some dumb idea with some investors, and then it
Exactly. It was a dumb idea with some investors, and it fell through, unfortunately. But would you have gone to an Erotica Land if Erotica Land existed?
No.
No.
Because it's just going to be a bunch of sick bastards. Theming-wise, I would love to go. If I could rent the park out, and go without the GP, then I think that I would really like the theming.
Okay.
It's a small dick after all, and all those other rides.
It's a small dick after all.
It's a small dick after all.
But no, that's good God! Can you just imagine?
No one's singing that song.
Clientele.
They'd sing about a big dick. Yeah, it's a big dick after all. So you wouldn't want to go experience the erotic games, the sex playground, the Escultaras Eroticas. And I'm sure there's someone that's like, what the fuck was that? That was my attempt at speak Spanish.
I mean, I would love to experience all of that. I just don't want to be propositioned for bathroom sex while I'm trying to buy a funnel cake.
Well, that's what the motels are there for.
That's true.
Raiders. Come on, Goliath. You're not going to fill that in?
Raiders.
You're the Raider fan here.
I am.
We almost stole them from you, too. Almost.
You did, but that's okay. We're moving to Vegas because, let's just be honest, Vegas is going to be a more fun place to go watch a game anyway.
Yeah, but still.
Who doesn't want to go get themselves almost killed on a Togo before going to a Raiders game? I know I do.
Do not talk about my girlfriend that way. That coaster is amazing.
It's actually not as bad as everyone says.
She's like my hookup out in Vegas.
It is rough.
It's rough. Don't get me wrong. But there's no other roller coaster that is like that tall, that unique, and on top of a casino in Las Vegas. Sorry. It's a one of a kind. I love you, New York, New York. I'll get a concussion every time for you.
I will too. I'll join you in the concussion protocol.
Thank God. Someone's got it.
Which is perfect for the NFL.
Sue, we brought it full circle.
Exactly.
So, there have been some quarterly reviews that have just come out for, I guess, like the shareholders of some parks.
People actually own shares for these theme parks?
Right, for the people that actually have money out there. Not us poor fucks.
Now, can we actually give input if we do buy shares?
Maybe.
I'm going to go and buy like a share of Cedar Fair and get them to remove the seatbelts. Yes. Done. Doing that right now.
I vote for no seatbelts every time. I've got one share. I demand no seatbelts. There is some good news for us non-shareholders out of these quarterly reviews, because we've gotten a little insight of what they're going to build at the parks, what they're planning on doing at the parks.
And hopefully these will work more than the Erotica Land did.
Hopefully anything will, because Erotica Land is a...
Which opens first, Erotica Land or Roller Coaster?
Lightning Rod.
It ran for a little bit, but it opened really late. So if you enjoyed riding a roller coaster in the rain, in the cold, you could ride in Lightning Rod.
If only, damn it.
Is that the flaw with that ride? It only rides in shitty weather?
That could be it. That very well could be it.
So over at Knott's for their quarterly update, or not, sorry, not Knott's, Cedar Fair, they announced that there's going to be 4 new coasters going into their parks for this next year or next 2 years. I'm not sure. Next year. 2 have been confirmed. I mean, we've got Mean Streak out at Cedar Point. And then what else do we got? We've got
the Hurler at King's Dominion. There's really more coming.
And they said 2 out of these 4 coasters will be something revolutionary that has never been seen before. So that makes me super excited, being the resident Knott's listen or Knott's host over here on the West Coast, because we're getting a new coaster. We're getting something there. Wherever Boomerang is going, this is going to replace it. I'm hoping.
What's it going to be? Are you on the Giga train or the RMC train?
I'm hoping for the RMC like iBox thing that they've got the prototype up of. How cool would that be? That would be amazing.
You're gonna want a T-Rex, not a Raptor, because the Raptor is a smaller train. It's like has absolutely shit throughput. So you're not gonna want the Raptor. You're gonna want the T-Rex.
Right. Okay. So is the prototype that's built over at RMC, that's of like the kiddie coaster version, right?
That's the small version, yes.
Smaller version. Okay. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get the bigger version. Fingers crossed. I don't know.
Arrow comes back and does a Giga.
We took an Arrow and then we replaced it with Vekoma just to replace it with another Arrow. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Perfect.
That makes total sense. Only if the Boomerang goes up to Silverwood, that would make it complete.
How funny would that be if Silverwood just got all of our old shit coasters?
Did get corkscrews.
And watch, in 20 years, whatever's going to be built there now, that's also going to get shipped off to Silverwood too. This is just the the first stage for Silverwood. We test it out at Knott's, see how it works, and then we'll take it.
Cedar Fair's getting 4 new coasters. Sorry, Worlds of Fun, you are not it.
No.
But you might be bought by Six Flags.
Oh.
Six Flags, in their first quarter announcement, has talked about wanting to buy new parks.
Do you think Cedar Fair would sell a park to them?
No way. Just to watch it go to shit.
I mean, if Geauga Lake was any indicator, I would say that Cedar Fair buys up parks to let them die rather than give them off to Six Flags.
Wow.
Buys the park to turn it into a shopping complex.
Right. That's Cedar
I would
Fair's.
encourage Six Flags to use the money that they may spend on buying new parks and spend it on their own fucking parks.
Fix your shit. Come on.
Yeah. Make sure there's paper towels in the bathroom. That's where you need to put your money.
Stop slapping VR on everything.
Everything around Wonder Woman. Good God. Man.
Hey, I want to watch Wonder Woman. I'm looking forward to that movie.
That is going to be great.
That will
and
be good.
Then you'll get 9 more Wonder Woman rides.
Hey, I don't have a Lasso of Truth yet, and we already have 2 Joker rides, so maybe Lasso of Truth at Over Georgia will become one of those SNS free spins.
Either that or you're just going to get another cock ring.
Dueling cock rings. If we're going to do it, we got to put one right next to it, right next to the existing one, and theme it after Harley Quinn. So you've got Harley Quinn and Joker cock rings, dueling cock rings. I love it.
I think what I would do if I was Six Flags is use that money to even my parks out. So let's take Six Flags Over Georgia, for example, since Goliath is a fanboy of Six Flags Over Georgia. There are parts of that park that are really beautiful, that are classic amusement park. The little walkway that goes past that starts going up to the old Riverview Park carousel. And that whole, with the hardwood trees, that's so gorgeous. The front of the park around Goliath is horrible. It looks like a county fair was set up in a Walmart parking lot. So if I was Six Flags, I would use that money to, give some of that landscaping love from the back of the park to the front of the park and even things out a bit. Because
or maybe we could, paint Georgia Scorcher.
Faded Georgia Scorcher.
But you guys are missing the point entirely. See, Six Flags is going to buy up these parks and say, brand new Six Flags park, and sell it like it's this fucking answer to all of the Six Flags fans. It's the best park ever. Come and check it out. When really all they're going to do is rebrand it, slap some stickers over the old signs. This is the new Six Flags park. And then it's going to turn into the rest of their shit where it's just a half-ass taken care of theme park. but the difference is that they get the marketing standpoint. They get to say we have a new park rather than saying they can't sell. We're fixing our shit. Look at us. Come check out our freshly painted bathrooms. You know, they can't sell that.
Hey. Worlds of Fun is doing it. So if they can do it, Six Flags can do it.
Sure. Well, anything new at Worlds of Fun is newsworthy because there's nothing else going on out there.
Cedar Fair and Six Flags both have properties, both have parks that they want to put everything at. Cedar Fair puts everything at Kings Island, Carowinds, now California's Great Adventure, and Cedar Point.
They don't do shit for knots that's new usually. They just, luckily they've been putting the money in to refurbish, but when it comes to new, they never get anything new. We got a new flat ride.
You did? Ooh, and you got a water park upgrade.
Yes, we did. They redid Soak City. They put 4 of those, what are those, like trapdoor, torpedo launch water. I don't even know what the fuck they're called.
The drop slides.
The drop slides. Thank you. We got 4 of those for the new season, which is, I guess, exciting.
Is it really? How many times have you been
to Soak City?
Yeah.
Once, a long ass time ago. I'm not the water park guy, unfortunately. No, I got these weird puffy nipples that I don't like showing off to people, so it's like my worst nightmare.
Scariolas?
Is that what you and Slater are working on in his basement? Your scariolas?
Oh, yeah. He's got these vacuum tubes on him, and we're just getting a little bigger day by day.
Can we get a little more into depth about Care Bear's puppy nipples? I have to know more about these puppy nipples.
Oh, Jesus. I thought we were trying to segue away from those.
No, tell us about them.
Are they Stevie Wonders? Like,
They are like,
marshmallow nipples?
Marshmallow nipples. They are, imagine... Fuck, I have nothing to compare this to. I don't know of anyone else's nipples that look like mine. They're so unique. They're like little flowers.
Really look at nipples.
Is it the areola that's puffy?
I've had too much to drink, and we've gotten to the point in this theme park podcast where we're talking about the puffiness of my nips. My puffy nips. Okay. They are. There you go. There's something to grab onto there. Just so you know.
Excellent. Good to know.
So, before we lose absolutely every listener on this podcast, maybe we should move on to our final topic.
And this is a really amazing one. Six Flags is really being revolutionary.
Yes.
This is your Six Flags, isn't it?
It is. I'm very proud of them.
I'm sure you are.
Because not only have they ripped off one idea, they've ripped off many an idea. You guys have seen this unicorn frappuccino fad that's going on at Starbucks, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the big pink sparkly drink.
Right. It's bright green and blue.
It's your guys' agenda coming out, isn't it?
Yes, in frappuccino form. And it looks like as if a Smurf shit into a cup.
Yummy.
Basically.
How do you guys have the IP for the Smurf shit?
I don't know if Starbucks has the IP for that, but it certainly looks like that's what they're trying to copy right there. Because it is nasty blue, nasty purple, and nasty green or something like that. I don't know. Either way, Six Flags Magic Mountain decided, what a great idea. We're going to make a unicorn-themed funnel cake. And it is disgusting.
Are they calling this unicorn poop?
It looks like unicorn poop. They should call it that. I'd be more down to buy it if it was unicorn poop.
Oh, my. Come free with the poop wherever you want pass.
Ooh, there you go.
I'd almost want to buy that pass just for that.
Free unicorn poop funnel cake every park visit, plus the added benefit of being able to poop wherever you want, excluding Winterfest.
And there's so much food coloring in this that you'd actually shit like multicolored blue and green and yellow. Anywhere you want in the park, though. It's the ultimate freedom. Shit the colors you want, where you want, whenever you want.
Shit the rainbow.
Oh my God. So for our audio listeners out there, there is a funnel cake that is red and green. I don't know why they went Christmas colors, but it's red and green.
They had extra stuff. They had extra food coloring waiting
left over
from Christmas Fest.
Right.
All this red and green food coloring from Christmas. And they're like, what the fuck are we going to do?
So they made this monstrosity out of it and then piled a bunch of pink ice cream on top of it and blue whipped cream.
Hey, it's ice cream of the future. It's ice cream of the future. It's Dippin' Dots. They put Dippin' Dots on top of it.
Oh my God. Six Flags. This is one thing that I will never fucking taste at your park, and I hope no one else does either. But something tells me they're going to try to make a little more than just a funnel cake out of this.
Oh, I believe it. I have a feeling that they are going to take a page out of Knott's book and do a whole unicorn festival.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talk about something that will get the bronies out.
There you go. See, this is them riding on the coattails of Starbucks, of the Knott's Boysenberry Festival, and any other theme park.
And Gay Day at Disney.
And Gay Day at Disney. And BronyCon, whatever con convention that bronies have. It's all of those wrapped up in one.
And let's not forget Hershey Park.
Oh, God. Multicolored Hershey Park.
Join Ride This One as we get an exclusive look at the Unicorn Festival at Six Flags Magic Mountain.
I can't believe you dragged me to Six Flags Magic Mountain. This is such a ghetto park.
Babe, just let me get a couple rides in and we can bail.
I swear, one of these days I'ma find me a man that can buy me a Disney pass.
Shut up, babe. That ass is worth SeaWorld at best.
Hey, fuck you, asshole. This is some Club 33 shit right here.
Hey guys, welcome to the Unicorn Festival. Have you heard what we have in store for you guys today?
Holy fuck, babe. It's a brony.
Yeah, what's with the fucking unicorn outfit?
Oh, this is the first annual Unicorn Festival here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I'm Starbucks the Unicorn, and I'm here to show you the way. Simply follow the multicolored pathway to the unicorn festivities.
Okay. It looks like Tinkerbell drank one of those frappuccinos and vomited it everywhere.
Yeah. Since when did Starbucks and Six Flags start doing a food festival?
Who knows, but this shit is an abomination. Hey, Fox, wanna try some unicorn on the cob?
Oh my goodness. It looks like Papa Smurf shit on a stick.
Seriously, is that like even safe to eat?
We get to try everything here. And look at me, I'm totally fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's just the fumes. They get to me sometimes.
Yeah, it smells like paint thinner. What the hell is that?
Oh, that's nothing. Ew. Ooh, what's that over there?
Dude, is that candy?
Welcome. Yes, it is. We got Uni-candy corn, Uni-caramel corn, unicorn truffles, taffy, and peppermints. And of course, our famous unicorn poop.
Ew, unicorn poop?
Would you like a sample?
It's bad enough that the food tastes like shit. Now it has to look like it too.
It looks like lumps of toothpaste.
Try it.
Oh my god, it tastes like Bugs Bunny blew a load into this.
I don't know, babe. I kind of like it.
Ugh, you would. You know what? If you want me to stay here while you ride some fucking coasters, then you better buy me a drink.
Hey, folks, I heard you could use a drink. We've got Unicorn wine, Unicoronas, and if you want a Unalcoholic beverage, we've got Unicokes and Diet Unicokes.
I can't.
Dude, give me some of the strongest shit you got. I've got something special for you. Ever heard of unicorn tears? Nah, dude, what's that? They're guaranteed to fuck you up and make your shit sparkle. Dude, give me that whole fucking bottle.
Ooh, what are you drinking? Why didn't you fucking share?
You said you were over this unicorn shit. I think I kind of like it.
Oh my god, you're turning into such a brony.
Hey, MLP has a good plot line, okay, dude?
Welcome, folks. Welcome to Six Flags Magic Mountain first annual Unicorn Festival, sponsored by Starbucks. I'm your host, CEO of Six Flags, John Duffy, and I've been sipping on some unicorn cheers. Woo! Anyways, we know how much you guys love that stupid Epcot food and wine, whatever, and how you can't get enough of that fucking boysenberry shit down the road. So we teamed up with Starbucks to bring you this multicolored unicorn bullshit in attempts to pander to you rich gimmicky assholes. We hope you enjoy, and don't forget to buy one of them $10 fucking funnel cakes on the way out. Holy shit, is that Deadpool?
I start with a single finger, but if I feel like there's room for two more, I'll just go for it.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Becky, wait.
Okay, well, that was the sickest shit I've ever heard in my life. Thank you guys for having me on. This has been very eye-opening.
Well, don't think it's over, because we need some kids that we can rent for the Unicorn Festival, because we need some extra coaster credits over in the kiddie zone.
We do. So, you're going to hook us up for having you on the show again, right?
Always, of course.
Excellent. We knew we could count on you. And that's why when Slater said he was going on vacation.
Gaycation.
Gaycation, yes. We're going to see if we can get Uncle Kevin to come on the show just so we can get something from this podcast.
So you're welcome back anytime, especially if you bring those free kitty rentals. I mean, we have to call you so much for those anyways.
Next time, hook us up with Poop Anywhere You Want pass.
Yeah.
Sure, that'll be launching pretty soon.
Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to tell you that my rent 10 kids and your 11th is free card, it's almost full. So just keep that in mind for the next time we have you on to bring that free kid.
Yeah, for sure. Just drop it in the slot on the side of the white van, and we'll take care of it for you.
Perfect. Is that the one down by the river?
Yeah, we'll MySpace message you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming on the show, Kevin. Before you go, I hear you're on a podcast as well.
I show up unannounced, uninvited, and inexperienced on several podcasts. You can check me out on the You're Gonna Need a Bigger podcast, which can be found on, I believe, Stitcher and Spotify. I am specifically a guest on the episodes called Star Wars Virgins. That's where myself and my girlfriend, who are of a certain age and have never seen the Star Wars movies, have gone back through and watched the Star Wars movies episode for each one. We've done episodes 4, 5, 1, 2, and Rogue One. So I think we're recording 3 this upcoming weekend. So yeah, You're Gonna Need a Bigger podcast, Star Wars Virgins. Check me out there.
I need to give that a listen, because I'm kind of in the same boat as you. My boyfriend, same thing. He hasn't seen the 3 new ones yet. Not new ones. I mean,
well, it was nice having you guys as podcast hosts. Yeah,
that's an awesome concept of a show. Like, haven't seen these movies, so we're gonna actually watch them and review them, even though they're old.
Yeah, it's a buddy of mine, Nick, that does You're Gonna Need a Bigger podcast. It's all about pop culture, comics, film, and he's a big Star Wars nerd, so he is a great mediator. And it's myself and my girlfriend, and we sort of go through Virgin's perspective of having our Star Wars cherries popped for the first time. And it's a lot of fun, and we stumble upon things that even Star Wars nerds that have watched those movies dozens of times have never really caught on to because we watched it with fresh eyes. So yeah, if you get a chance, check it out.
For sure. Awesome.
Cool.
And anything else you'd like to plug before you go, besides this butt plug that we offered all our guests?
Floorless at that. Twitter handle at KevWillNC.
For sure. I'm going to be following you right now. In fact,
I've already followed you.
See, I'm new, so I'm lagging behind. I'm sorry. Will you ever forgive me?
I guess. But that's okay. You're going to follow him now, so it's all good.
Right. As all of our listeners should.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. We've kept it gay, and it's been fun.
Even though this was the straightest damn episode, thanks to Slater's absence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give our listeners a break. Or at least give Goliath a break. Poor Goliath.
The plight of the straight white male. The struggle is real, Goliath.
Exactly. So, Garbear, how can they find you on the internet?
They can find me at RTO Garbear on Twitter. And what about you, Goliath?
I am at RTO Goliath on the Twitter.
On the twat.
We also have at Ride This One on Twitter.
So if you guys want to go check out our main page there, and don't forget to follow Slater, even though his ass is absent this time, you can follow him at RTO Slater.
Thank you. He needs more people to work on his ego. He needs more followers.
Of course. I mean, who doesn't?
Of course, we all do.
We're all self-conscious, immature motherfuckers over here, so pay attention to us. Ah. And you guys can always call us or leave us a voicemail at 26-RIDE-THIS. That's 267-433-8447. So send us your texts and leave us a voicemail, goddammit.
We got one. We got a text, a multi-part text from Eric. And he said, Ride This One. This is Eric. Just wanted to give you a shout out to the shit operations at Canada's Wonderland yesterday. Running one train on a giga and having bad load times on top of that. Also, whoever thought of the mile-long brake run is also a fucking brain-dead idiot. Come dumpster. Oh, and love the show. So, if you want to vent, come on, send us a text or leave us a voicemail. And you can vent.
That's right.
On shit happens at a park. We're there for you.
And we'll share it right on the show.
We will.
No shame. Come on, Canada's Wonderland.
Hopefully we won't get Slater slayed by Canada's Wonderland. But, it wasn't us that gave the review. We were just relaying the park experience. Think of us as one of those little comment cards.
That's right. So go ahead and give us that call at 267-433-8447 and leave us that message. We'll share whatever it is. We'll share the dick pic that you send to us right on the show, at least between the three of us here. We'll send it all around. Goliath is going to love it the most, aren't you?
Oh, I am. I'm so excited about these dick pics.
We've already gotten so many.
Kevin, do you have any last words?
It's okay to ride the antique cars with your guy friends. It's not part of the gay agenda.
That's an excellent point. It's just a simple car ride between friends.
Right.
What about you, Garbear? Do you have any last words?
I'm hyped up for a Mack Hypercoaster. Bring it to America, damn it. And what about you, Goliath? What about your final thoughts for this episode?
I'm losing weight, and I have discovered a new phrase. So if you ever hear click, click, motherfucker, that's me getting onto a coaster.
That's some gangster shit right there.
You know it for sure. For sheezy.
Click, click, motherfucker.
Click, click, motherfucker.